Hobby Pony. I'm Fauna Joy, and today I'd like to talk about something that's been the subject of many a theory and analysis video: cutie marks. Specifically, I'd like to branch out on the Brony Notions question of why do they often show up in groups of three repeating symbols? Notion brought up a couple theories in his video. The first theory was that the three symbols represent three ponies important to the bearer of the cutie mark, such as family. For example, Applejack's mark would represent her love for Granny Smith, Big Mac, and Apple Bloom. However, the family theory falls short when you look at a pony like Rainbow Dash, who doesn't seem to have a close family. That said, I feel it falls short in another way. Not all families are made up of four or fewer ponies. In fact, several families can grow much larger. Look at Pinky's family. Even before the events of Hearthbreakers, we see that she has more than three other family members, meaning the three symbols in her mark couldn't depict them. The second theory he touched upon was the fact that there are three types of ponies: Earth, Unicorn, and Pegasus, though he didn't expand beyond that point. This got me thinking, what kinds of ponies do we usually see with tri-symbol cutie marks? Farmers, business owners, weather operators, gem handlers, and animal handlers. What do these jobs have in common? These jobs are all done to sustain pony kind as a whole. Farmers grow food, weather operators make sure the environment behaves properly, business owners sustain the economy, gem handlers find and distribute valuable stones that can be used in the economy, and animal handlers ensure the animals of the world are taken care of and further stimulate the environment. Tri-symbol cutie marks represent a pony's destiny and desire to care for the three species of ponies. I believe 4 of the main 6 have tri-symbol cutie marks for this very reason. Fluttershy has 3 butterflies because the animals she cares for take care of the land. Applejack has 3 apples because she grows food that everybody eats. Rarity has 3 gems because the stones she finds brings prosperity to the country. And Pinkie Pie has 3 balloons because, well, she just makes everybody happy. Even Rainbow Dash has a triple element to her cutie mark. After all, there are only 3 colors in the rainbow on her lightning bolt. My theory starts to make sense when you consider the theory that I made in my last video that states their ultimate destiny is to remain alongside Twilight as her friendship court. The main 6 are all destined to watch over Equestria and its state of friendship, meaning they're destined to watch over all 3 types of ponies. Twilight's mark is different though. She has 6 symbols in her cutie mark: 1 large star and 5 smaller stars. This signifies that she's not just destined to watch over the 3 types of ponies, but watch over them among her friends. Now, this in no way devalues the ponies who have marks with symbols numbering more or less than 3. Their destinies and jobs are just as important as those who have tri-symbol marks. It seems to me that those who have marks with more unique patterns have more unique goals in life. For example, Mayor Mare has her single symbol scroll and ribbon. She realized when she was a filly that her calling was as a lawmaker of some sort. Aloe and Lotus share their lotus blossom mark. They shared the dream of caring for other ponies through relaxation and TLC with a spa, presumably creating their own lotions, oils, and other products with their own natural recipes. Spitfire has a single flick of flame. She's one of the fastest ponies of her generation and has a burning passion for flying, racing, and teaching bright young Pegasi how dangerous flying is really done. It's this passion that she brings to captaining the Wonderbolts and is what makes her Rainbow Dash's idol. And finally, of course, there's Celestia and Luna. Geez, I just can't get away from these two, can I? Celestia has the single sun and Luna has the moon. I'm counting Luna's as one symbol because the episode Twilight's Kingdom Part 2 seems to suggest that the Black Knight in Luna's mark is simply a part of her natural color scheme since it didn't disappear when her magic was transferred to Twilight. If these 2 ponies, who serve all 3 species of pony no question, have a single symbol mark, then that one symbol is just as important as a 3 repeating symbol. The single symbol or complex picture cutie mark expresses something in that pony's life that just really can't be captured in a 3 repeating symbol mark. However, there is a certain set of ponies where these rules don't seem to apply. The crystal ponies. Granted, we've only seen them a small number of times, but from the first moment we saw them, it was clear that they had their own set of rules as far as cutie marks go. For example, the vast majority of their marks have to do with grain of some sort, presumably because that's their main source of food. The rest typically have to do with medieval style symbolism: a crenellated tower, a bow and arrow, a British style crown, whatever the heck that thing is, and an antique style vase. There are other types of symbols scattered in there too: a fleur de lis, an atom, a sparkly scroll, and some spa related items like brushes and ornamental flowers. It wasn't until the start of the 6th season that we started seeing more unique marks, predictably on ponies with speaking roles, but also on some of the background ones. And they've begun to show signs of following the pattern of 3, although, funnily enough, only on 2 ponies. This mare with 3 hearts, and this mare with 3 aiming reticles, I think. There are other characters who are given more descriptive marks: a guard helmet, a sparkly mustache being combed, and a donkey eating. I don't think I want to know what that one means. My point is, the Crystal Empire has its own little unique microcosm when it comes to cutie marks, and I'm a little surprised that the show writers haven't brought attention to it, especially considering Twily's love for study. I mean, just look at her reaction when Spike was called by the Dragon Lord. Now, there's a certain set of cutie marks that I'd like to take a much closer look at: the CMC's marks. I don't know about you, but I'm a little overwhelmed by the groups of 3s going on here. 3 fillies from 3 tribes, each with a matching mark. Each mark has a 3-color scheme. On top of the 3-color scheme are 2 more symbols, making 3 symbols, and each cutie mark equaling 3 cutie marks with 3 colors with 3 symbols. Something tells me these fillies are going to be rather big deals when they grow up, and not just because they're the Cutie Mark Crusaders. The fact that they're destined to help others realize their talents or realize the true meanings behind their marks could mean they have a future ahead that's just as big and important as the main 6s. Now I'm not saying they'll be made alicorns too, but they already have the beginnings of an organization that could spread across Equestria and help those in need, lasting long after they're gone. As far as each mark on its own, I must say I love how they each encompass the pony's personality. Sweetie Belle's star and music note represent her love for music and perhaps a future in show business, something that's been so freaking foreshadowed since the first season that the shadow's gone from one end of Equestria to another. Apple Bloom's apple and heart represent the fact that, in spite of her future helping ponies interpret their cutie marks, she's never going to abandon her family or the farm. No matter what happens, she'll still live there and help them tend the orchards. And the heart represents not just how much she loves her family, but how outgoing she is, and how passionately she'll protect those she cares about or believes needs protecting. Last and most definitely not least is Scootaloo's wing and lightning bolt, signifying her love for adventure and speed. It's very possible that it also signifies, yes, she will one day achieve the power of flight on her own. But it could also signify that she'll someday become an amazing daredevil along the lines of Evel Knievel. She may never be able to fly, but she can still use her wings to her own unique advantage on a scooter or some other wheeled mode of transportation to wow crowds and bring joy to ponies everywhere. I'm very glad to see the Cutie Mark Crusaders finally gain their marks, and I am definitely looking forward to seeing what the writers will do with them in the future. Until then, this is Fauna Joy flying off. Fluttershy have 3 benefits. The stones she finds brings prosperity. Even Rainbow Drash? What's a Drash? They shared the dream of caring for other ponies through Spitfire also, why am I saying also? That's not in the script. predictably on ponies with speaking roles, but also some of the background ponies too. That was redundant. Three fillies from three tribes, each with a. This is going to be hard to do. Each mark has three colors scream on scream. Three fillies from three tribes. Two more symbols, making three symbols. Each mark. Oh man, I was so close. On top of the creep. Three color scream on top of the creep. No. Making three symbols. Each cutie mark equaling three cutie marks and three symbols. Three symbols. Making three symbols each. I love how they encompass each pronies, and the heart represents not just how much he loves her. Apple Bloom is a she, not a he, but she can still use her wings to her own unique advantage on her scooter.